Hello, and thank you for taking the time to take a look at this video. My name is Alexa Warner and I'm a health hypnocoach and a wellbeing trainer. And I work with women who are struggling with emotional and physical health challenges that are holding them back from achieving the success that they know they are capable of achieving. So in the next few minutes, I will take you through the 3 most important steps that you absolutely must take if you want to achieve your health, happiness and success potential. I think you'll find that there'll be a few light bulb moments or actually pink elephant moments, but that'll make more sense when you watch the video. If at the end of the video you want to find out more, then please just message me back and we'll book time to have a conversation. I hope you find this helpful. Thank you for watching. Hello and welcome to The Healthful Mind, your health, happiness and success solution, even when you think you have tried everything. So if you hang on here, I am about to teach you your 3 most important steps that you absolutely must take if you want to reach your health, happiness and success potential. So that applies whatever your starting point is and whatever your potential is. So if you have a diagnosed medical condition, it doesn't mean that you can't still be healthy, happy and successful. And actually, I am living proof of that. So who am I? My name is Alexa Warner, and for the past 10 years, I have been a health hypnocoach. So that means I'm a coach as well as a hypnotherapist. I do some other stuff as well, but basically I am an all-round neuroscience junkie. And I came to this journey because I suffered from a lifetime of pain, illness and anxiety. And I was desperate to change it. I had tried what I believe is everything, the weird, the wacky and the wonderful, but nothing actually gave me the all-round solution that I needed. And then one day I was registered disabled. I've been like that for quite a number of years. I walked with crutches. I went to a neuro-linguistic programming evening class. And at that point, everything began to change. So I can't tell you my whole journey now, but if you join the course, you'll learn it along the way. But basically, I realized that my body was sick because of what I was doing to it. I wasn't meaning to, but I was feeding that problem every single day. And it wasn't until I learned to train my mind to be healthful, so to see the good, to see the health, to see what I actually did have that was okay, rather than punishing myself for what wasn't okay. All right, so hold that thought for a moment as we go into your 3 most important steps. So, step 1, stop trying to stop your problem. I'm going to say that again. Stop trying to stop your problem. Okay, double negative in there. But let's say your problem is a pink elephant. Okay, so don't think of a pink elephant. No, don't think of a pink elephant. Stop thinking about a pink elephant. Try really hard now to stop thinking about pink elephant. That's really difficult, isn't it? So it's the same when you are in your problem, when you are feeling stressed, when you are feeling anxious, when you are feeling unwell or in pain. It is incredibly difficult to not focus on that problem, to not go, I want this problem to go away. So what happens is we start to feed that problem. We start to pile on it fear. We pile on it judgment. We pile on it rumination. When have I been here before? And then we jump forward and we say, what will this mean for today, for the future, for the rest of my life? We might project it onto others and say, oh, I'm ruining your life. Why are you with me? And we start to have all these doubts and anxieties around maybe what was a backache or what was yet another headache or the fact that we're snappy or tearful. Okay, so when you stop trying to stop your problem, then you stop feeding it. And if you're not feeding it, it does not grow. So if you think about a seed, Okay, you plant that seed and you feed it and you water it and you create within it the absolute perfect environment for it to grow and to thrive. Unfortunately, the way we are wired is that when we're in our problem, we go into survival mode. And that means that we start actually creating an environment that feeds a problem. So all we do is grow more of what we have. So just to recap, you can't not do something by trying not to do it. The brain deletes the don't. So don't think of a pink elephant. Stop thinking about a pink elephant. What happens is you think about a pink elephant and then pink elephants appear everywhere. You'd be surprised. So that's step number one. Okay. So what are you going to do instead? So actually, we're going to call that A. Let's call that A. A is your problem. And if you've got a pen and a piece of paper, you might want to write down what it is what your problem is and what you've been doing to try and stop it. Okay, let's move on to step 2, which is there's something else instead. Okay, because you can't not do something if you haven't got a better alternative. Now, I'm going to tell you, so we're going to call this C. I'm going to tell you that you are already doing C. You are already at times feeling how you want to feel. You might not believe me, and I get that. And if it was that simple that you could just do what you wanted to do and feel how you wanted to feel, you'd have done it already. But you might notice there is something missing between A and B, and that, A and C, and that is B. So we will explain that in a minute. Okay, but C is to do what you want to feel, to start doing being well. Now, the point about A in survival mode is that it drowns out everything else. It shouts louder. It makes more noise. That's its purpose, to be heard, because it thinks it's keeping you alive. So it doesn't need to notice the moments that you're happy. It doesn't need to notice the parts of your body that are functioning perfectly well. It doesn't even tell you that your anxiety actually shows that your body is working absolutely perfectly well if you need to survive something. So in C, when we start doing what we want to do, feeling how we want to feel, then that is, if you like, the secret sauce to my program, because that is our starting point. Because if you don't know what you want, how are you ever going to find it? Now, once you start just with that little seed again, and you start creating the environment for thriving, then you will be surprised how very quickly you start to feel healthier, happier, and begin to feel more capable of succeeding in anything that you put your mind to. I'm just going to tell you a very quick story about a client of mine. Now, she came to me with severe back pain. She hadn't been able to work for months, or there'd been times she hadn't been able to walk, that she was just existing in bed. And when I told her and used the words acceptance, she kind of flipped. I can't accept this. And I said, hold on. When you accept where you are at any one moment, so you come into the present and you notice then the other things going on around it, the good things, because she said, there's nothing good in my life. You won't find anything good in my life. It's all doom and gloom. And I said, but when you stop fighting that pain, when you stop fighting the fears of what that might mean, you'll be really surprised what you see. And we do a neuro-linguistic programming exercise at this point to capture this. A week later, she went, oh my goodness, I did not realize that actually there was already so much good in my life. And everything began to change from that point. She began to understand what acceptance meant, but also how she could nurture what her body was already doing when it was doing what she wanted it to do. So let's just quickly recap. A equals doing what you don't want. Okay, that's your problem. But the reason why you haven't solved your problem is because you keep feeding it. You don't mean to, it's the way your body is wired. But We can change that because we can use the same processes that wire your problem to wire your solution. So in A, you are in your sympathetic nervous system because you are in your defense mechanism. You are in fight and flight and survival mode. These are all important things that you won't necessarily understand fully in just this very short video. In C, you are the opposite. You are in your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your healing mode, your safe and secure, your rest and digest. This is where you want to be. This is where you can thrive. But it's not simple, is it? You can't just create it. There's all these reasons why you got sick in the first place. But more importantly, there's so many reasons why you did not get better. So again, if you are writing this down, you might like to put all the things that you would like to have in your life, what it would really mean to you. And this, you can't say, I don't want to feel anxious, I don't want any more illness. You have to write the positive. So you might write, I want to be calm, I want to be confident, I want to wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and revitalized. I want to approach each day with a sense of anticipation for the success that I'm going to achieve and the pleasure that it's going to bring me. So you might want to pause the video and write that stuff down now. So that's your A and your C as we go into B. So what is B? B is the proven step-by-step process that is going to get you from A to C. Quite simply, you haven't achieved this because you haven't known what to do, when to do it, how to do it, why you should be doing it. But this is your solution, okay? So to get from A to C, you need a proven step-by-step process that gives you certainty, clarity, and consistency. So certainty as to exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it, how long it's going to take, and what you're going to achieve from it. Clarity is that deeper understanding of knowing why you're doing each of those exercises, the benefits that they're going to bring you, and when to do them. And all of the exercises aren't necessarily listening to a 20-minute recording. A lot of them are bringing it into practice in your everyday life. So this becomes a new way of being, a new way of feeling, and a new way of thinking. And therefore you will achieve your potential. So certainty, clarity, and consistency. Consistency is about navigating all of those problems, those blocks that will arise. It's about seeing it through from the beginning to the end. And that means you've got to be accountable. You've got to be supported. If you do this entirely on your own without knowing really the direction you're going or the process of where you're going. So if you don't have a map, then you run the risk of getting lost. I mean, think of it like a sat nav maybe. It's going to guide you step by step. It's going to tell you what to do at each process. We're not going to leave this to chance. So again, to recap, A is your problem, C is where you want to be, but B is your solution. So how are you going to get your solution? So what do you need to know now? You need to know that my program can take you to where you want to go, that can help you to achieve your potential in all areas of your life: health, happiness, success, business, relationships. Because all of that is dependent upon the state of your mind and your body, and a healthful mind will take you to where you want to go. So all you need to do now is to click the link and to book our call. And we can do that on a video call, so I can really get to know you and to understand your problem and to show you how this can fit in with your lifestyle and what works for you. So I look forward to seeing how you will achieve your potential and speaking to you very soon. Thank you for watching.